Hi, I'm David Pritt and welcome to My Week in Football.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of My Week in Football. So this week I managed to go to 3 games. My first game was at the Etihad Stadium for the Manchester Derby for the women's teams, which is the first one ever in the WSL. So the game, got really good going. There was over 30,000 people there. United had probably the best chance in the first half when Leah Galton crossed the ball into the box and Jane Ross was there to just about make it, and it wasn't the best of shots, but it was going in, and Ellie Roebuck made a ridiculous save really. It should probably have been a goal. Maybe she should have done better to get more contact, but what can you say? It was a great save. So we probably had more chances. We looked really, really good in the first half, considering, City are one of the best teams in the league. But that kind of changed in the second half. City obviously knew they weren't playing to the best, and they really pressed on it. And Caroline Weir scored an amazing goal. She got it outside the box and just belted it, and it was, top bins. You really could not really save it. I don't think many men's goalkeepers would have saved that shot, to be honest. So it went down to a brilliant goal, and City pressed, and Jessica, she run her socks off. Really did really work hard. But we had a good chance. Jackie Cronin got the ball, and she weaved around a few people, and I don't know how the contact was at the other end of the pitch, but it seemed to bobble and hit the post. We all thought it hit the post and went in. We started celebrating, and then we got a bit of stick off the City fans because obviously it didn't. And the game finished 1-0 to City, and I've got to say I was happy with that really. I'm happy but disappointed because I went into that game thinking if we don't get embarrassed here, I'll be happy. But watching it back, watching the actual game, we could have got something out of that. It could have been a draw. We could have even won it on a different day. So, you got to take the positives, and you got to remember City are one of the best teams. We're only a year old. We've got new players who've come in, trying to integrate, and you cannot complain with that. It was a good game of football. So my second game was the day after on the Sunday. We travelled to Sheffield United's training ground where the women's under-21s were playing Sheffield in their last pre-season game really before the season starts. The season started for them just on Wednesday. They played Brighton, which obviously I didn't go to that because it's midweek and down in Brighton. But so their last one was against Sheffield United, and that was a cracking game as well. So it started off with Rebecca May. She got the ball and took it round the keeper, and you just thought, here we go, 1-0. What a goal this will be. And somehow she missed a goal. I'm not sure if it went high, but I'm not sure if it went wide on high or just high. And you just think, how do you miss it? But obviously it's one of them things, and you'd rather see him do it in pre-season. But we've managed to get the first goal. Once again, Maria Edwards. What can you say about this girl? She's, a young girl, but what a footballer. The way she controls the ball, and she scores goals as well. If you ever get a chance to go and see her, it's ridiculous. She had a lob from outside the box, and went ridiculous. Really went in. Looking back, was it a keeper error? Probably not. It was just a really good strike, but it was just really, really was a good goal. Then so United are on top. You're thinking, right, we got this. It gets into 3 minutes of injury time in the first half, and you're thinking, right, just got to defend. They get a corner, and Sheffield, more or less the last kick of the game, will kick, header, score, make it 1-1, and obviously the heads went down with United. But once again, like I say, it's a pre-season game, the last one, so you want these kind of errors in games like this. Then second half starts, and we get the goal again. Fran Stables, down the left hand side, crosses it over to Figueiredo, who basically just all she had to do was get contacts and it'd go in. So it was a good goal that way. But once again, Sheffield scored. Ridiculous goal, really. I think this was a goalkeeper error from our point. So near the centre circle, they get a free kick just outside the centre circle, really. And the girl, I didn't know her name. Obviously, there's no team sheets or anything like that, and they didn't have names on the back of the shirts. Just levers it from the free kick and just go boom straight in the goal. So it was a great strike because to get to get the ball in the back of the net from that distance is phenomenal. But the keeper really should be doing better there. But that was it. 2-2 last pre-season game, and the season starts from unfortunately lost the first game on the Wednesday against Brighton, but it's a good thing because last season United formed and they didn't have a proper league for the development team, what they were called then. Now they're called the under-21s, they're in the WSL under-21 league, so they're going to get more games of football, more competitive, and it's going to improve the players. Now the last game I went to, which I wasn't planning to go to, I got my friend Leo give me a call day of the game and said, do you fancy going to the Vincent Kompany testimonial? And I thought, why not? Get to go and watch some legends there, such as Edwin van der Sar, Gary Neville, Paul Scholes, Nicky Butt, Michael Carrick, Ryan Giggs, Robin van Persie. I mean, why people complaining saying, oh, it's Vincent Kompany's testimonial, why would a United fan want to go to a game like this? But at the end of the day, like I said in the past, I'll go to any type of football game if I can get there. But not only that, Vincent Kompany probably is, I mean, I don't, obviously we take the mickey out of City and stuff, but he probably is their proper legend. He was there, he was bought in earlier days, when they didn't really have the proper money they have now, and he's been all the way through the club. He's won more or less everything with them. All the proceeds were going back into Manchester for the homeless, and he's done just great things. So I was more than happy to go. And plus, all the people I mentioned before, ex-United players were there. So I thought, why not? So the game started, and more or less from kick-off, Martin Petrov scores past Edwin van der Sar, and obviously City, the crowd of City fans went mad. Really enjoyed it. I was just. But I'll tell you a funny thing, which was Gary Neville. Every time he got the ball, God, dude, he got so much abuse. It was like the old days, really so much abuse. But the Premier League legends, or just the United team more or less, they managed to get one back with Robbie Keane. They complained a bit jokingly that he was offside, but I don't think it was. I was quite in the level where he scored it from. So yeah, I think it was a pretty decent goal. So 1-1 at half time. Second half, great goal from Robin van Persie. And when you watch that kind of goal, I know he's playing against ex-players and stuff, but you think, he could do a job in the team still. He should still be playing. So yeah, great goal by him. And then we left early, probably about the 80-minute mark or just before that, because once again, I don't like leaving games early, but the people who I was with were leaving, so I really had to go with them. And whilst we were gone, Ben Jarney scored to make it 2-2. I didn't see the goal, so I can't really comment on that. So, but I enjoyed the game I went to. I thought it was good. Great to see all them players again, especially like Scholes and Giggs. Giggs was obviously my footballing hero growing up. When I was a kid, he was playing, and then not too long ago, he was still playing. So I've watched his whole career. So he's, any chance to see him, brilliant. So yeah, that was it. My week of football. So hopefully I'm going to get this edited and uploaded tonight before the game at Leigh Sports Village, because the under-23s are playing tonight. Tomorrow we've got in the Premier League at Old Trafford playing Leicester. On Sunday I'm going to Blackburn for the women's game between Blackburn and Sheffield United, because Amy Palmer, who's United player, she's on loan at Sheffield. Monday we've got the women's game again. We're playing Arsenal at Leigh Sports Village, and then Wednesday I've got a bit of a double header. So, like I said earlier, the under-21 women are playing Wednesdays now, and unfortunately it's midday during the day where people are at work, so not many people can go, unfortunately. But so they're playing at midday 12. But later on that day at Altrincham, still the under-18s are playing against Hertha Berlin, I think it is. So a double header game there, and who knows, I'm not doing anything on Thursday or Tuesday, but if anything pops up, I'll be sure to be on there, and you'll know if I'm going there if you check out my Twitter, which are all in the description. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Bit of a different one this week with a pre-season friendly and a and a testimonial. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and be sure to leave a comment if you did. Thank you very much. Goodbye.